What's up, everybody? This is your boy DC Black coming to you yet again with another video. Um, this was Super Bowl Sunday, and Marvel gave us the best present of all with the official trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I can't express how excited I am. So we just gonna dive into it. We gonna see what Marvel brought to the table. Okay, I tried to avoid. I tried to avoid all this is my first time seeing the trailer. I try to avoid any and everything about this trailer. When this trailer dropped, people was just already trying to put out all the stuff in the trailer. I didn't want to see none of it. I tried to avoid it as much as possible. But we're gonna dive in. We're gonna dive in.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then...
What?
the nightmare begins. I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Oh my gosh!
We should tell him the truth.
Yo!
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! Become the hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Yo, let's go! Let's go! Okay, 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 okay. I gotta walk you through this trailer. They put some. What? What? Oh my. Let's go! Let's go! They put some stuff in this trailer, man. We're gonna walk through it. I'm gonna walk you through this, okay? I'm gonna walk you through this. So let's just roll it on back. Let's roll it on back.
Every night.
Okay, so I'm thinking if they are traveling through the multiverse, what we might be seeing here in this shot is the nightmare realm. And it might because he's talking about him having that's what he talks about at the once this sequence is over, that's when the nightmare begins. So I'm thinking either in the realm of nightmare. So that's what I'm thinking.
I dream the same dream. And then...
I'm not quite sure who the heck that is. Okay, so that actually might be America Chavez. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be America Chavez because she has the power to open up dimension portals to the multiverse and I think other dimensions too. So I think that might be America Chavez. This right here, I have no idea who this is. If I had to venture to guess, that might be Nightmare. or either Nightmare or what should be Shuma-Gorath, but they can't use the name Shuma-Gorath, so they use Gargantos. It's a whole thing.
The nightmare begins.
Okay, so I just want to say that shot of him with the crack, with the shot of him through the watch that's cracked as symbolism to the multiverse and what's going to actually happen in the movie. Mwah, beautiful shot, beautiful shot.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything.
Now, my question would be: are they talking about necessarily when he broke them, when he went into when he opened the multiverse up in Spider-Man, or are they talking about what he did in Endgame? Because if they're talking about what he did in Endgame, that I mean, yeah, that kind of opened him up to the multiverse. That didn't necessarily open him up to the multiverse, but it created a Splinter timeline, which would create another universe. So I'm curious to see if they're talking about what he did then, all the way back then, or they're talking about what he did recently with Spider-Man. Because that thing with Spider-Man wasn't really his fault. That was Spider-Man's fault.
Everything strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Yeah, I figured. So this is America Chavez. We see that. That looks like that's her.
Wanda.
So we know based off of what happened at the end of WandaVision, she hears the voice of her children and she whisks herself away.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Okay, so right here, I think it's called the Eldritch Garden. And in the Eldritch Garden, that was a whole realm. So, okay, so to back up real quick, Scarlet Witch has the ability. If you didn't watch WandaVision, you're gonna want to watch WandaVision before you go see this, because they in the show they say she's a Nexus being. In the comic book, she has the ability to basically alter reality on a multiversal scale when she has the power to do so. Her power kind of goes, flip flop, along the way, but she has the power literally to alter the universe and the multiverse at large. When there was a comic book that was called House of M, where she basically gave everybody, their heart's desire. But at the end of that, because people can't be happy, she whispers, she says three words: no more mutants, and which changes reality, alters reality to the point where mutants basically are an endangered species. What you find out much later in a comic book, I believe is the Ultimates, I believe, not quite sure. I believe it's the Ultimate Store, or it's in the X-Men comic. You'd find out that her saying no more mutants, that was on a multiversal level. So she wiped out mutants in the multiverse. So in this realm here, this is something like most recently they'd had a comic book called The Trial of Magneto. The trial of Magneto, where Scarlet Witch was killed. They had to figure out, what happened, blah blah blah. But you find out this is a sanctuary that Scarlet Witch created for herself. So she has the power to create an entire realm from scratch for herself. That lets you know how powerful she is, and why she's also one of my favorite female superheroes / one of my favorite X-Men when she is an X-Men. Let's not get started with
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Okay, so this right here is very reminiscent to what happened in What If, where it was called What If Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And it was just about if I forgot her name now. Christine had died, and you discover, and through the show, it's in the Doctor Strange discovers that's an inevitability that she had in any multiverse. She died in any universe. She actually dies. Well, any scenario, she dies, and there's no way to fix that. That's a fixed point in time. So he basically does all this crazy stuff, unlocks all these different monsters and demons and things like that, and sucks them into himself just to stop this from happening. And what it ends up doing at the end is tearing apart his reality, doing something very similar to what we're seeing in this trailer here.
Your desecration of reality
Okay, so this is what
will not go unpunished.
all right, so this right here is what I want to see. So what this right here reminds me of, and this wheel here looks like that might be, that kind of reminds me of Silver Surfer, almost. But what we're seeing here, this reminds me a lot of the Council of Reed. So Jonathan Hickman, I know I'm giving you guys a lot of comic book knowledge. Bear with me. Jonathan Hickman, he did his run on the Fantastic Four. And with the Fantastic Four, there was something called the Council of Reeds. And they met in a point in the, I think it's like it was a separate pocket dimension, or was it a point in the multiverse. But anyway, that's where they would meet, and they would kind of, glean from each other information or things that they learned they needed to know to save their universe. But this right here specifically looks like this is either on another Earth, or this is it. This is in its own separate dimension. And what we could be seeing here is, I'm going to get to that soon as we get to finish the scene. So bear with me. Okay, so it looks like we're getting confirmation here that the leaks were true, that we are getting a version of Tony Stark that took control of Ultron, because those look a lot like Ultron bots to me. I don't know about you, but those look like Ultron bots to me. So therefore, I think we're going to get and also this looks reminiscent of the white Endo symbiote suit that Iron Man has. So comic book time yet again. Tony Stark, there was a comic book event called Axis where Tony Stark basically becomes evil. And in him becoming evil, he creates this suit that's similar to the symbiote you guys know, like Venom, for instance, and Carnage. He creates something similar to that, and it's a white suit, and he uses it like Tony Stark is an absolute jerk. Like, he does a bunch of crazy stuff like this. But the suit was sweet because it had a mind of its own. It was a liquid metal suit, and he controlled it with his mind. That suit, if we see that suit in this movie, oh, I am going to lose it. I promise you, I'm going to lose it in theaters. I'm going to be that person in the theater that's going to be like, yo, and people are going to be looking at me like, what? Like, I'm like, I know what that thing is. So let's keep going. All right, right here. This is what I wanted to talk about. What I think this is definitely the Illuminati, and I'm gonna tell you why.
We should tell him the truth.
That voice right there, that is Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier, confirming he's in this movie. Which therefore means we're gonna get the X-Men and we're getting the Illuminati. So again, comic book time. For you guys that don't know, there is a secret group in Marvel called the Illuminati, and it's not like, well, it's actually sort of like the whole Illuminati thing in real life, but what it is basically like a conglomerate of different people, the most powerful people from different sections of the Marvel universe. So, for instance, you had no, I would say Patrick Stewart. You had Professor Xavier, you had Namor, you had Black Panther on it, you have you had Reed Richards, man, if we get Reed Richards in this movie, and Tony Stark on it, and the idea was they would create this group will be created in secret to basically push and move the Earth superheroes in a certain direction. So if stuff pop off, the ones that know about it first, and they're trying to put a stop to it. And Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers, which you should go read that because it is spec-freaking-tacular. They find out about the incursions on the multiverse, which basically was Earths crashing into each other. It was a whole thing. But anyway, the Illuminati was a team that knew in secret what was really going on about the Earths crashing into each other, and they were trying to stop it. And one of the ways they realized to stop it was to start blowing up Earths to save their own. And this is just one of the many things the Illuminati has done in the dark that was kind of jacked up. But it really wasn't. But was it really that jacked up though? It's subjective. But the Illuminati, if we get, I think the Illuminati, we're definitely going to see Charles Xavier is on it for sure. Tony Stark is on it for sure. I think we're probably going to see Reed Richards on it for sure. We might see a T'Challa on there. I think we might see a T'Challa. No, I don't think we're going to see a T'Challa on there. We may see a Namor on there. And we might see a version of Doctor Strange on there too. Because at one point, Doctor Strange, I believe, was on the Illuminati. I'm gonna actually, when you guys see, when you're guys seeing this, you should see a picture of the Illuminati like up while I'm recording this. You should see it somewhere. But man, the Illuminati, let's go! This shot looks incredible.
Things just got out of hand.
Okay, so who is this? This is a version of Doctor Strange, but if you didn't watch the What If story, you would not know who this is. This is a version of Doctor Strange that I was telling you about previously that got just sucked all those demons and monsters and stuff into himself. That was him. Okay, so that right there is binary. That is binary. Captain Marvel's binary. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that looks like binary. Either binary, okay, I just got another thought of who that could be. That's either binary, Captain Marvel, Human Torch, which that could be human, that could very well be Human Torch, or Sunfire. That could be Sunfire, and we're seeing another mutant here. Either way, but I'm kind of sure. I'm kind of on the fence. That might be binary. Captain Marvel, her binary. But whoever it is definitely fighting. I actually might say that's Sunfire because they're fighting Wanda. So I think that might be Sunfire. If it's binary, if it's Captain Marvel in her binary form, I wouldn't be surprised.
You break
Yeah, this is
the rules. Look out!
That's the Shima girl.
I become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Yo, that scene. Oh, bro. That looked like that's Wall fighting with Okay, so I'm not entirely sure who those are except the things that might have been in the What If episode. Okay, that right there looks like that is Nightmare. I am pretty sure that's Nightmare what we're seeing here. Just because he's wearing black, he kind of looks like also that could be the Strange Supreme from What If, the evil Doctor Strange. That could be him. But I think that might be Nightmare. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. I am so hyped for this movie. Oh, I'm so hyped for this movie. This movie is going to be spec-freaking-tacular. Yeah, This is a perfect trailer. I don't care what anybody say down in the comment section. You ain't gonna convince me that's not a perfect trailer, okay? That gave you just enough to nibble on until May 6th. To be totally honest with you, I don't want to see another trailer. I wouldn't care to if this is the first and only trailer they gave to Mark. Actually, I might do another trailer. During the Oscars, maybe it's a repeat of that, maybe with a couple of extra scenes, a couple of extra things, but not nothing too crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't want to see another full trailer of this to March 6th, to be honest, May 6th, to be honest with you, because I don't want this to get spoiled. Okay, I don't want this to get spoiled at all. And night one, I'm in that theater, no questions, no questions. I'm in that theater night one. But yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for me. Tell me what you guys think down below. If y'all caught something that I didn't catch, definitely let me know, and I will see you when I see you. Peace. Oh, this is gonna be a good movie.